The world is scamming you. And it's not just about the money. It's about your mind, your time, your very sense of who you are. And the worst part? Most people will live and die inside this scam without ever realizing it. From the moment you're born, you're fed a story. Go to school, get a good job, work hard, buy things, retire. And maybe you will be happy. But here's the truth. This is not a path to freedom. This is not the way to security. This is not the way to happiness. This is a chain, it's a conveyor belt. And you are the product. Yeah, I believe it too. I've thought that if I just worked harder, maybe more money, became better at what I do, I would finally be free. But all it did was build a nicer cage around me. More income, higher expenses. More achievements, higher expectations. More followers, more fear of losing them. See, the scam is not just in your wallet, it's in your head. The system sells you an identity, and you wear it like a uniform. You measure yourself by their standards. You let them tell you what success looks like, what happiness feels like, and even what kind of person you should be. And here's the genius of it. If they can control your inner world, they never have to chain your body. You will chain it yourself. That's why people switch jobs, move cities, start new relationships, only to find themselves facing the same emptiness. Because they escaped one cage just to move into another. The scam works because it tricks you. It tricks you into fighting the outside before you fix the inside. So, how do you break it? You start with inner freedom. And inner freedom is the ability to stand in the middle of a noisy, chaotic, demanding world and not let it decide who you are. It's knowing your value before any else validates it. It's moving through life on your own terms. Even when the system screams, even when they scream at you to obey. And here's the thing. Once you get inner freedom, outer freedom becomes a matter of time. Because now, every action you take is driven by your truth, not society's programming. And if you're done living in a prettier cage, hit subscribe right now. Because here we are tearing down the walls, one belief, one fear, one lie at a time. And so guys, most people think the scam is just about money. They think that if they could just make more, they would finally be free. But let me tell you, I've met people making 10 times more than me, you, and everyone else, and they're still trapped. Why? Because their mindset is still owned by the system. They still measure their worth by the size of their paycheck. They still believe in the story they were fed as kids. They still wake up every morning chasing approval from a world that doesn't care about them. And here's the thing. The system is designed to make you feel like you are in control, when in reality, you're just following orders. They give you the choice, but they choose the menu. They will let you decorate your cage so you forget that you're still in one. Think about it. Why is it that every time you reach a goal, there's always another one? Always one waiting. Get the degree, get the job, get the promotion, get the house, and by the time you get it, you are already chasing the next thing. That's not progress. That's programming. And the programming runs deep. It's in your conversations, it's in your habits, even in your dreams. You've been taught to want the life they want you to live. And when you start wanting something different, something that doesn't fit the script, society will call you crazy, selfish, unrealistic. But here's the truth, the reality. Every great escape starts with a simple decision to stop explaining yourself to people who will never understand. And that decision is called inner freedom. Inner freedom is when you can hear their voices, their doubts, their judgments, and still move forward because you trust your own compass. It's when you stop asking, is this allowed? And start asking, is this mine? Do I want that? It's when your sense of worth is no longer up for negotiation. And once you have that, the scam, it starts to lose its power. Because now you see the strings and you're no longer the puppet. So how do you build inner freedom? First, you've got to recognize all of the lies. Second, you've got to dismantle the beliefs that keep you in line. And third, you've got to replace them with your own truth, with what you believe is the right thing to do. And we will go deeper. But here's what I want you to understand right now. You can't wait for the system to give you permission to be free. It's never going to happen. You have to take it before they even know, and you're gone. So, if you're ready to step off the conveyor belt, if you're ready to stop living the life they scripted and start living the one you chose, hit subscribe, because this is the exact point where we break the code, and we will go do it together. There are 3 major traps that keep most people locked in the system, no matter how much they fight. And until you see them for what they really are, you will keep falling for them again and again. The trap number 1 is called the approval trap. This is where they convince you that your worth depends on how much other people, for example, like you. Your friends, your boss, your partner, your followers online. You dress a certain way, speak a certain way, make choices, not because they are yours, but because you want that nod. The nod has to come from someone else. And here's the problem. The more you chase approval, the more you give away your power. You let them become the judge of your value. Trap number 2 is called the comfort trap. The system doesn't need you to love your life. It just needs you to be comfortable enough not to live it. So they give you a steady paycheck, a predictable routine, just enough free time to keep you distracted. And it works. Because comfort is the silent killer of ambition. It's not the pain that keeps you where you are, it's the comfort. It whispers, why risk it? Things aren't that bad. And by the time you realize that it's just a trap, you've been sitting still for years. Trap number 3, the distraction trap. They flood your life with noise, news, gossip, social media, endless entertainment. Not because they want to inform you, but because the more distracted you are, the less you think. The less you think, the more predictable you will become. And a predictable person is the easiest kind of person to control. Now, here's the dangerous part. Most people think they can beat these traps just by working harder, earning more, or changing their environment. But remember, the scam doesn't start on the outside. It starts inside, in our minds. So, if your mind still runs on the same programming, if you still need approval, if you still cling to comfort, if you still get hooked by every distraction, then it doesn't matter how much money you make or where you live, you will just keep building nicer cages. So what's the way out? It's not a course. It's not a quick hack. It's rebuilding the operation system or the operating system inside your head. It's learning to approve of yourself without permission. To get uncomfortable on purpose so that you can grow. To cut the noise and listen to your own voice. And if you're still watching right now, that means you already are. That you already are different from most. So you're not here for entertainment, you're here for freedom. So stay with me, because in the next section I'm going to give you the exact first steps to start rewiring your mind and breaking free from the inside out. So hit subscribe and let's keep going. So let's talk now about the first steps to take back your freedom. Step 1. You got to see the programming, okay? So start noticing every time you make a choice, ask yourself, is this choice really mine or was it installed in me? You'll be shocked how much of your life is running on autopilot. Step 2. Build self-approval from the inside out. No more waiting for the note from the others. No more letting someone else decide if you are enough. Every morning, declare to yourself, I approve of me. And live from that position. Step 3. Create controlled discomfort. Do things that scare you. Speak when you would normally stay silent. Take small risks. Because growth never happens in the comfort zone. And comfort is the slow poison of your freedom. Step 4. Cut the noise. The system runs on distraction. But when you cut the noise, you start to hear your own voice. And that voice is the map out of the cage. Now, here's the thing. You can try to do this alone, or you can have the tools, the structure, and the firepower to do it faster. That's why I'm building an app. It will not be just an app. It is going to be your war room. Daily missions, psychological enemy profiles, combat protocols, everything designed to help you break your inner chains and track your transformation in real time. So, by the time this video hits you, you could be eligible to become a founding member and get early access. So you can go to the link below and you will find it and you can join the team. Don't wait until it's perfect, because your cage won't weight to tighten. And if you want to go even deeper now, I wrote a book that will walk you step by step to destroying the mental blocks and unlocking your true potential. It's called Mind Mastery. You can get into Amazon through the link in the description. Read it. Not just once, but until it becomes a part of you. And for those who are ready for one-on-one work, I offer private therapy and coaching sessions. So this is where we strip away years of mental conditioning in weeks instead of decades. If you know that freedom is not someday for you, if you know it's now or never, then book a session and let's do the work together. Because here's the truth. The world will keep scamming you. The system will keep tightening the cage. And the only way out is to break free. But to break free, we have to break from the inside out. So, choose wisely, stay on the conveyor belt or step off, and start walking your own path. Click the links below, join the mission, get the tools, and let's take back what has always been yours. Your mind, your time, and your freedom. Thank you for watching. See you next time.